Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to the 7th Cricket Stadium here in Ajman for yet another encounter of the fan code Emirates D10 2024 powered by 7 Districts. Match number 11, Sharjah taking on Emirates Blues. And we're live, like I mentioned, from the 7 District Stadium in Ajman. We're ready for the toss. I've got Faizan Khan with the two captains and the match referee.
Welcome to the toss of match number 11 at the fan code Emirates D10 powered by 7 Districts. I have the two captains with me. From Sharjah, we have Mr. Khalid Shah. From, of course, Emirates Blues, we have Mr. Raja Akifullah. And our match referee who's going to call the coin, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Sharjah is the home team, so Khalid is going to toss it up. Tails is the call. Tails it is. For a change, someone other than Khalid has won the toss. So, Akif, what's the plan?
We are batting first.
You're batting first, the reason being?
Nothing. We will give a good target, so they will chase.
I thought batting under the lights would be easier, so you choose batting, but you've chosen batting first.
Actually, our strength is bowling. That's why we are bowling first.
All right, no problems with that. You haven't had the ideal start, so what is the plan as the tournament goes on?
Nothing special. Just focus on the basics.
All right, a personal question as well. How's married life treating you, Akif?
Good, very good. Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah, wish you all the very best. You're batting first. Khalid, always a pleasure interacting with you. So, finally you have lost a toss. How's it going with the team?
Thanks, Faizan. But we lost the toss, but I got exactly what I wanted, so it's fine. It's a win-win situation for me.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, I would say, that they chose batting because I thought, under the lights it would be batting easier.
Absolutely, that's one of the plus points, and keeping our batting strength in the mind. Obviously, we are okay with it. We bowl first, we bat first. That's absolutely fine. T10 cricket is anyone's game. If you only play good cricket on our day, that's it. Yeah.
Are you happy with your form, Khalid?
So far, not yet, but yeah, for sure, we have 9 matches remaining, including a semi-final final. Inshallah, there might be something coming up. You never know in T10 format.
All right, wish you all the very best for today's game. Well, the news from the Middle East, EC Blues, Emirates Blues, who have won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
Thank you very much, Faizan Khan. Well, that's the news from the centre then. Emirates Blues winning the toss and electing to bat first. That's the lineup for the two teams. Ahmed Tariq, Akif Raja, Ethan D'Souza, Harsh Desai, Hazrat Bilal, the fast bowler, Mohammad Asif, Mohammad Ramzan makes a comeback into the side. Samal Udawata will be seeing him for the very first time. Osaid Amin, Yusuf Khan and Zainullah Khan making the 11 for Emirates Blues. For Sharjah, they've got Ayan Khan. Furqan Khalil will be keeping wickets. I haven't seen him play previously. I'm not sure if he's had a game already. Imran Ayaz. Irfan Mohammed, the left-handed opening batter for Sharjah. Alongside him, Khalid Shah, the captain. We saw him at the toss just recently. Khuzaima Tanveer. Mohammad Rohit, the fast bowler. A very interesting fast bowler. Nurullah Ayubi gets a chance as well. Rojit Ganesh, Uzair Haider and Zahoor Khan make the 11 for Sharjah. It's going to be an interesting contest. And to talk more about this contest, joining me in the comm box is Uwais Ali. Welcome, Odi. Good evening.
Well, thank you very much, Rashid. And good evening, viewers. Well, this one promises to be an absolute cracker of a game. Emirates Blues, they'll be riding high on confidence. They just won a game sometime back in their previous encounter. And Zainullah, well, he was destructive straight away. This is going to be a very, very fascinating contest, Rashid.
Well, absolutely. Zainullah was definitely one of the batters to watch out for, and he will definitely give them a good start or try to do that. Ayan Khan with the ball. First delivery coming up. Makes room for himself. That's a good delivery. Starts off with the arm ball. And Zainullah Khan defends that quite nicely.
Yeah, that was a good start here from Ayan. Just pulling it right onto the stumps. Once again, a very good delivery. Right on the money. Punched down beautifully, but just hitting it straight into the fielder's hands.
They're very watchful there, Zainullah Khan. Like you mentioned, he'll be riding very high on confidence. Ayan Khan, he's a class bowler. Normally doesn't start with the new ball, but today he's been given that opportunity and he's done really well. That's been hammered down the ground, but they've got protection at long on. Will only be a single. Zainullah and ECB Blues are off the mark.
Well, it was a very surprise decision for me when they won the toss and elected to bat first. We've seen yesterday a lot of dew had taken a toll on this ground, and that's hit nicely towards the mid-wicket. We'll come back for a second.
Yeah, might be a surprising choice, but they've won the previous game while batting first, defended the total against the Dubai side, which is why I think they've opted to bat first again. So I don't think much changes in a T10 competition. So which is why teams prefer to just go with how they're balanced. That's another very good delivery by Ayan Khan. Will be another dot ball. He's bowled a brilliant first over. Just 3 runs so far.
Yeah, he's kept both the batters quiet, and this is what he has to offer. Usually he does bowl with that new ball and keeps it very tight.
Goes for the sweep shot. He's connected well. I think that's gone all the way. Yusuf is a great batter, and he started off with a maximum. Excellent shot that to end the over. Brilliant hitting.
Well, he got pretty decent connection on that. It was full and it is in his zone, getting down on one knee, and he's hit that really hard, getting his first maximum. So very eventful over comes to the end. After 1, 9 for no loss.
Nine for no loss after the first over. It was a brilliant first 5 deliveries from Ayan Khan, but on that last delivery, Yusuf Khan getting down on one knee and hitting him over square leg for a maximum. The new bowler from the other end is going to be Rohit. Another very, very talented bowler. Left arm will bring the ball into the right-hander. They need to be very, very careful here. Zainullah on 1 of 3. And Yusuf at the other end on 8 of 3 deliveries as well. Starts off with a full-length delivery that's played in the gap. That's a very confident shot from Zainullah. That'll fetch him a boundary. Brilliant start to the second over.
Well, that was a glorious stroke. Width provided, and it was fuller and lovely flow of the blade. Well, he's looking very confident. He had that 50 in that previous game, and he's continuing his form.
Well, I think Rohit was looking for the swing to come back into the right-hander. He didn't get that swing. He went with the arm, which is why Zainullah was able to get it through the gap. He bisected those two fielders perfectly on that occasion. Rohit will need to make a comeback, and a good one. That's another good delivery, but I think Zainullah was just trying to go across the line. Needs to probably play a similar kind of shot that he did in the first delivery.
Yeah, he should have just tried to play towards the cover region. Good delivery by Rohit. Just hint of movement going away from the right-hander. Yeah, rightly said Rashid. Just not the right shot selection here.
Rohit is a brilliant bowler. He'll always make a good comeback. We've seen him bowling some brilliant deliveries. Just watch out for that delivery that comes into the right-hander. Now change of field. Third comes into the circle. He's got long on and a deep square leg for Zainullah Khan. Has been played up in the air. Fielder interested. No, just falls short of him. That was Khuzaima on the boundary rope. But a very good delivery, bowling it according to his field.
Well, absolutely. And this is where the experience of this man comes into play. Usually does bowl with the new ball and picks up wickets. And almost did pick up a wicket in that last delivery. Bowled according to his field. A bit of hint of movement going for Rohit.
Normally gets more movement. Adjust to the conditions here. Not as much movement as he's used to, but like you mentioned, very experienced and a brilliant bowler. Somebody to watch out for. That's a good delivery, but what a shot this is. This is an excellent shot from Yusuf Khan. How early did he pick up that length and then played it through mid-wicket off the front foot. Not an easy shot to play, but perfection.
That was a tremendous strike. Bowling it short. An excellent bat speed here from Yusuf. Well, he's a man looking in form. He's got a very good start here. Both the batters are looking comfortable in the middle.
Certainly, Yusuf is looking very, very comfortable. I'm enjoying the way he's playing the deliveries according to their merit, and also he's not afraid to go against the bowlers, even against somebody like Rohit. He's just playing his shots and playing the right shots. Look at that, defends that very smartly, picks up a single after getting a boundary. This is excellent cricket from the young boys.
Yeah, that is what you love to see. After hitting that boundary, you need to keep rotating strike and wait for those bad deliveries. And that is exactly what he did. It was a very good delivery, and he just respected the bowler, picking up a single. Excellent cricket by both these batters.
So attempted slower delivery. Played well by Zainullah in the gap, and they'll run away towards the boundary. That's another very good shot. Toying with the field and placing it perfectly to end the over with a boundary.
Well, this is a terrific start here for Emirates Blues. Once again, utilizing the power play and just using the pace of the bowler here, hooking at, rather guiding it towards the fine leg region for another boundary. So expensive over comes to end after 23 for no loss.
Ayan Khan will continue. He'll be bowling his second over, 23 for no loss. Yusuf tries to go for the sweep. Doesn't connect, but they will pick up a single.
Terrific start here from both the batters. Zainullah played an excellent knock in that previous encounter and is absolutely middling everything. Once again, he's going to face the likes of Ayan of Zakhawi. He's not an easy customer to face. He's usually very disciplined with his line and lengths.
Oh, definitely very good bowler. Has been played in the air. There's a fielder, settles and takes it quite comfortably at the end. Zainullah trying to force a shot. Doesn't get the connection he was looking for, and look at that celebration from Ayan Khan. He's picked up the first wicket.
Well, Zainullah will be gutted with himself. It was a short delivery and there was plenty of time to hit that over the ropes, but he's just hit that straight in the air and an easy catch taken. Well, he's not going to drop that. Zainullah, he was looking very dangerous in the middle. Will have to depart after 10 in 8 deliveries. 24 for 1.
Twenty-four for 1 after 2.2. Ayan picking up the first wicket for Sharjah. New man in, Samal Udawata. Starts off with a good shot towards square leg. He's off the mark. Already a UAE capped player, Samal Udawata. Right then, I'm getting some lessons here from our Sri Lankan mate, Samal Udawata. That's the way to pronounce his name.
Using his feet, not getting any connection whatsoever. They're looking for 2 and excellent running between them. A bit of fumble by the fielder will allow them to come back for a second. So Yusuf is playing well here. Once again, he's got that start for his team. He just needs to capitalize and wait for those bad deliveries.
Absolutely, that's the key there. Wait for the loose deliveries. Don't try to force a shot. He's made room for himself and plays it in the gap. That's running away towards the boundary. Good effort in the deep. But they'll manage to pick up a couple more runs. That was a very good shot from Yusuf Khan.
Yeah, he's a technically very sound batsman, this Yusuf. Played that beautifully along the carpet. It's just that seems like the dew is now taking a toll on this ground.
Yusuf comes down the track. That's a very good hit. He's got a hang of that. That'll be over the ropes for a maximum. He ended his first over with a 6, and now in his second over as well, he's hit a 6 on the last delivery.
Well, what an eventful over. We saw a wicket earlier and now beautifully used his feet, dancing down the track and has lofted towards that long off for another maximum. This is terrific batting. After 3, 35 for 1. Well, this is a terrific start here for once again Emirates Blues. We saw that in that first game. They like to bat first whenever they win the toss, and rightly so, riding high on confidence, winning that previous encounter.
New bowler in, Mohammad Irfan. Starts off with a good delivery, and Samal coming down the track gets an outside edge. Good protection on the deep, beg your pardon, on deep third. Zahoor Khan, he'll come into play as well very soon. Very experienced bowler for Team Sharjah. But like you mentioned, Yusuf Khan, now that he's got the start, he needs to capitalize on this.
He's looking very comfortable in the middle since the time he's come into bat, and even that last shot which he played on that delivery, well, that was simply phenomenal.
That was probably the shot of the tournament for me. Just came down the track and hit it so nicely, so elegantly. Didn't use any power. Effortless shot for a maximum. Not very easy to play against the spinners because you need some kind of power behind your shots against spinners. But that shot was just phenomenal. The timing of that one was excellent. Well, the World Championship of Legends starts on the 3rd of July till the 13th of July, live from Ajman in England. We'll have to watch out for that as well. Well, that's another good hit from Yusuf Khan, but straight into the hands of the fielder. What a great catch that is. Right on the boundary rope. Huzaima Tanveer, I think, the fielder. He's done really well. That wasn't a bad shot, but Yusuf Khan will have to walk back. Another one falls for the Blues.
Well, Yusuf Khan, he'll be dejected with that shot. It was short and just hitting it straight into the hands of the fielder. Excellent take. Well, he'll be very disappointed. Missed out an opportunity. He was looking $1 million in the middle. 24 in 11 deliveries. Emirates Blues are 36 for 2.
New man in, Hamid Tariq. Comes in at number 4, 36 for 2. Oh, wayward delivery way outside off stump. We'll have to re-bowl that. Mohammad Irfan. 37 for 2 now. But this is good from Sharjah. They're not letting any partnership flourish here, always.
Absolutely. The moment when we see a partnership being formed, they just pick up a wicket and put that brakes on the acceleration on those runs. And Khalid Shawali is privileged to have so many quality bowlers in his lineup.
Certainly a lot of bowlers. That's up in the air. Who was that? Probably no one because there's no fielder there. That shot mid-wicket. So it'll just be a single. Hamid Tariq, he probably had his heart in his mouth for a second. But he's off the mark now.
Yeah, he'll consider himself very lucky that just fell in the vacant area. Yeah, very lucky there. That could have just ballooned up in the air and easy catch would have taken here.
Yeah, I think that was a good delivery to start with. Just hurried on to the batter and hit him very high on his bat. 2 new batters, they need to settle down here, but they'll have to do that very quickly. 10 over format. Another short delivery. Another one falls in no man's land. Yeah, Samir is all, all laughs on that one because he's remembered a joke.
Well, that was quite a similar shot which Ahmed played on that last delivery, and credit needs to be given to these batters. Excellent running once again. It was once again fallen in that no man's land, and perfect coordination between these youngsters.
Yeah, they're very quick between the wickets. On the pads, misses out Samal. Oh, that's a very good effort from Irfan. They're asking the question, but I just feel he's made his ground. But direct hits are always very tricky. It has been referred to the TV umpire. We'll have to wait and watch.
Well, I think this is going to be mighty close. Irfan, he's done a brilliant job. And not too sure, Samal just started taking that run, and this is going to be touch and go. Well, this is going to be very close. Look at that. What a brilliant throw. Oh, this is going to be very close. Touch and go here, Rashid.
I think he just made it. His bat was probably just over the line on the ball. When the bails come off, that is what you need to watch out for. But I don't want to be in the TV umpire seat. Let him give that decision. Very, very closed. Very, very close, beg your pardon. And I think he might just survive. Yes, he survived there. 40 for 2.
Well, a bit of a scare for Samal. And this would have been a very unfortunate to get yourself out. Samal, he's just walked in, played 4 deliveries, and that'll be the end of the 4th over. 40 for 2.
Khuzaima will be the new batter. Well, Samal Udavatte just had a scare in the last over. I've been told that Udavatte means the high gardens. That's what the name means, Samal Udavatte. Thank you very much, Samir, for all the input on that one.
Yeah, I think the captain here has made the right choice, bringing in Khuzaima bin Tanveer. Well, what a find he has been for Sharjah. He's been picking up regular wickets for his team. And once again, he's been brought into the fifth over rather.
Oh, inside edge, that'll run away towards the boundary. Lucky shot to start with, Ahmed Tariq. He won't mind those, but you feel for Khuzaima, that was a good delivery to start.
Yeah, it was right on the money. Pitching it full and a bit of swing towards that right-hander and getting that inside edge. Very lucky. That could have just chopped on back to the stumps and on an off day. Well, what a way to welcome Khuzaima. 4 runs on his very first delivery. You see Khalid Shah on the screen. We still have a couple of overs of Zahoor Khan here, Rashid.
I'll probably come towards the fag end of the innings and try to bowl all the variation. He's got all the experience. That's a slower delivery, but I think he did pick it up. Doesn't have the legs, does it? Oh, that's been dropped. I would definitely consider that as a drop. Nurullah Yubi. That went through his hands and will be a boundary.
Well, Ahmed, he's living dangerously. Khuzaima bowled that beautiful delivery, that variation, and completely outfoxed Ahmed there. It was long and high, and I think that goes as a drop catch. Yes, that should have been taken at this level of the game, Rashid.
.48 to 2 after 4.2, you're right. That should have been taken. 9 of 3 deliveries for Ahmed. That's a better shot. He was in control, but they've got protection at deep point. And they pick up a couple of runs.
Right, and this is a good start here for Emirates Blues. 50 for 2, and Khuzaima Tanveer going for those couple of boundaries. I feel a bit unlucky, both of them. First, that was the inside edge, and then that drop catch going towards that boundary.
Yeah, that's another good delivery, a short delivery. And the ball is kicking off the surface here under lights. The batters are not able to time them so well. Another run added to the total. This has been a good over for the Blues. 11 runs coming off it so far.
Yeah, we've seen under the lights the ball does tend to jag around, and Khuzaima, clearly we can see even in that previous delivery he's generating that extra gas, and this is where the game awareness needs to become for these batters. They've already got 11 runs. They can just find another boundary, get those 50 in and nudge around, get a single and convert this into a big over.
Well, absolutely, and they need to be very careful. They'll have to pick up these runs against these quality bowlers because they've got another quality bowler, Zahoor Khan, who will probably be bowling the 8th and the 10th over. So those are 2 overs where I don't know if they can probably get a lot of runs against him. They'll have to target the other bowlers around him. A couple of more deliveries in this over. Has been played straight to extra cover. They'll sneak through for a single. Good comeback this by Khuzaima, although he hasn't bowled badly at all.
Yeah, he's been terrific. Excellent variations by Khuzaima, and that is what he has to offer. We've seen in the previous games, it's not easy to hit Khuzaima. Very smart candidate. Last ball of this over. Already 12 runs came in this 5th over. Oh, he slashed that hard and gone. Well, it was an opportunity. It was wide. It was short. He just hit that straight into the throat of the fielder.
Yeah, the plan was set and he fell for that trap. Played it straight into the hands of the fielder, who's done wonderfully well to pick up yet another wicket. Ahmed Tariq, he was looking good, but another one gets a start but isn't able to convert here for the Blues. 12 of just 6 deliveries for him. Couple of boundaries in that. 52 for 3 after 5.
First ball. That's given a wide by the umpire here, Mohammad Irfan. He's bowled beautifully in his first over and has picked up a wicket as well. But this is a poor delivery to start the proceedings with. Samir Yunus is joining me right now.
Good evening, Faizan, to you once again. Yeah, he tries a few things, Irfan. Every once in a while, you see him bowling those different deliveries, trying to keep the batter guessing. Samal Udawatta, 5 of 5 so far for him. Has a job in hand. They've got 5 overs left. And from what we've seen in this tournament so far, and especially today, they have to cross that 3-figure mark. It's a bare minimum.
Oh, nicely played. Good ball. Nicely played. And a directed might have had the man. Instead, they take 2.
He's been caught napping a couple of times now, Samal, in his running. Survived a scare at the non-striker's end, and now also caught limping for that first run. Eventually, that overthrow allows him to get a couple of runs. Well, they'll have to start finding boundaries from here on. Have taken too much time to get to that 50. They've got just over 4 overs left.
Nicely driven straight to and dropped. My goodness me. Was that Khalid Shah there? The captain himself.
Now, whoever it was, and that's confirmation, it was Khalid Shah, but they don't come easier than that, the catchers. At a nice height, almost floating towards him. Oh, that's gone straight through his hands. Maybe just took his eyes off at the last moment, watching out for that run.
Maybe just a little too casual there. And this time, it's a full toss, which was begging for a 4, has gone for just a single.
I'll tell you what, Irfan in this over has gotten away 3 balls 3 times. All those deliveries that he's bowled were deserved to be hit for boundaries. Unfortunately, Samal hasn't been able to capitalize.
Yeah, he's taken too many deliveries here. Samal Udawatta. That's honey to my ears when it comes from you, Samir, actually. He was also telling us the meaning of his name. Garden on top. So Samal Garden on top, basically what it means.
Good delivery. Don't tell him that. He must be wondering where you guys are getting your translations from.
That's Samir Yunus. In case, Samal, you decide to watch the replay of this game, that's Samir Yunus's input. That's coming. And you can cut it out. And you can tag Samir Yunus and say whatever you want to.
Well, you can check up online if you want to. Uda is up and Vatta is a garden. So a garden that is up above. Another slower delivery, this time down the leg side. Irfan has been trying all kinds of things, almost like a lab out there. He's experimenting to no end. So far, not too much damage done. But he'll have to be careful. He's got 1 delivery left. Want to get out of the over and his spell cautiously by not conceding a boundary here. They've done well, Sharjah, to restrict Blues to 56 for 3. Last ball of the over for Irfan. It's been decent. Just 4 runs off it, including the wide. Slower again. Usaid waited quite a while before the ball got to him, and eventually all he can do is hit it towards point and get a single. So good spell from the medium pacer. 1 for 10 in his 2. Blues are on 57 for 3 with 4 overs left in this first innings. Well, the night has truly set in here in Ajman. The lights are on in all their glory. Blues batting first have made 57 for 3. Samal Odawatta and Usaid looking to build a partnership here, getting them out of trouble. And it will be another change in the bowling. Bit more medium pace on offer.
Yeah, that's been picked up. Straight to the man. Only a single, so the boundaries have dried up. They are not coming easily here.
Yeah, they got those big wickets early, didn't they, Sharjah? Got rid of Zainullah at the top, who's been in good form. Scored a superb half century in the first match of the day. Unfortunately, couldn't repeat for his team, but they'll have to find a new hero. Will it be Usaid to come to their aid? He's on 1 off 3.
Well, yeah, we certainly have to wait for that because he's already taken 4 deliveries. Hasn't really gotten going. This is a game of small margins, mind you. It's just 60 deliveries for you to make a mark. And 60 deliveries to be spread across 10 batters. So you've got, technically speaking, you've got just 6 deliveries to make your mark here.
Yeah, I have a theory about that, Faizan. I think in the T10 format, at least, I know it hasn't taken off internationally yet, but if it does, from my limited cricket knowledge or wisdom that I might have, I think the T10 batting should just be limited to 7 batters. 5 wickets, that's it. And then you're all out.
Well, yeah, that might be smart. You never know. There have been kind of rules. Impact player has come in and has been criticized all over. Samal hits this one up in the air. He's found the gap as well. It wouldn't roll to the boundary. Will it? It will. I think when he pulled it back, his foot was touching the rope, the skirting rather.
Yeah, the way he pulled that in, just a movement of his body made him touch the skirting while he was pulling the ball back in. I'm sure the umpires will have another look at it. Just by that initial view, it seemed like his foot might be touching it. Yeah, there you go. Full-blown contact with the boundary line. So that's definitely going to be signaled a 4. That's confirmation. A much-needed boundary off the bat of Samal Odawatta. They need many, many more of these.
Yeah, that's so beautiful to listen from you, Samal Odawatta. Yeah, that's so nice to the... Tell me a few Sri Lankan words that I can use in my commentary. Why can't you?
Even on your radio show?
I can.
If you give me the credit for it, that is.
I can, I will. I'll also give you the credit for the jacket you've gifted me today.
Oh, nicely bowled. Bit of bounce of that Khuzaima Tanvir. He's been impressive. I've seen only a little bit of him, but unfortunately, speak of commentator's curse, it's being called a no ball. Round the wicket, so probably just not getting his run up right on that occasion.
So yeah, a free hit delivery coming in. Very important for the Blues here because they're lagging behind. They started pretty well, but now they need a couple of boundaries here. And this is the best opportunity to get a big 6 going and get the momentum towards you. Here we go. Free hit. Straight down the ground, not timed. And it will only be a couple of runs. It isn't coming off well from Samal's bat.
Yeah, he's not looking all that free in his approach. He's really struggling to get those shots going. And something tells me, even from the previous game, the pitch has certainly slowed down. It's not coming on nicely. And speaking of Sri Lankan Sinhalese words, maybe we can just use some cricketing words itself.
Why not? Go ahead.
That's what it takes. So a no ball was just bowled. Oh, very well bowled again. Good bounce on that. So a no ball in Sinhalese is a Nipandua.
You were supposed to tell me easier words, man. I'll try that though. Nipandua.
Correct, Nipandua. Stop at the
Nipandua.
word. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's interesting because in Sinhalese, there's no positive word for something good. It's always negating the negative. For example, if your correct, they'll say you are nivaradi, meaning you're not
wrong.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
I get it.
That's the kind of little nuances that you get with the Sinhalese language.
You're not wrong, Sameer. This is up in the air. There's a fielder there. Gets set. And this time, Samal is gone, and this might just be a blessing in disguise for the Blues here.
Well, in Sinhalese, we say it's a Daviyama. A wicket has fallen. Wicket number 6. And this time it's Samal Udavatta, the Sri Lankan. He tried quite a bit. Played a few shots, but nothing really came off. And when it did, it went straight to the fielder.
I think let's get back to English itself because I'm not understanding anything at all that you're saying. 7 gone, 65 for 4. So going at a run rate of around 9 runs in over, which is not very good. Zahoor Khan coming into bowl here. He's done that previously in this tournament where he came into the 8th over and bowled the 8th and the 10th over. I think that is exactly what he's going to do here as well.
And he starts off with a good delivery just on that off-stump channel coming around the wicket. Never easy for a right-hander to judge where that one's going. He's almost become a death over specialist, Zahoor Khan, and he executes those yorkers, those variations very nicely. He's been a long-time servant of UAE cricket, has been doing extremely well with the ball in hand.
Yeah, and that slower bouncer, which is slower than a spinner's short delivery. I'm waiting for that. There we go. The shorter, slower ball. It was not a bouncer this time around. Given a wide by the umpire. A little harsh, I believe. But the umpire's call is the last call.
Yeah, I would say it did reach it. So you might argue that if he could reach it, then that shouldn't be called a wide. But it's the tram line that the umpires look at. Yeah, I think it was harsh. Maybe it went past the tram line after it passed the batter. So bit of news on Zahoor Khan. He's been selected to play in the LPL, one of the teams that have picked him up. So he's one of the 2 UAE players to have got picked up in the auction yesterday. One, of course, without any surprises, being Mohammad Wasim, and Zahoor Khan being the second. So big congratulations to him.
You will be a part of that, I'm sure. And you can say some really good words about our UAE boys. Yorker coming over the wicket this time around. Played well in the end. Only a single. So yeah, brilliant bowler, brilliant exponent of those slower deliveries. Zahoor Khan, he's very difficult to get away with that high arm action coming in. Unusual kind of an action. Very effective.
And what a resource to have in your team, Khalid Shah. He's got someone with the experience of Zahoor Khan to be bowling at this stage. They've got this game completely in control. Blues, for some reason, have run out of gas. They've been reliant on their top order to get those big runs. But today, just haven't been able to do so. And these 2 batters, Asif and Usaid, it's up to them now. That took forever to come to him. Could have had a cup of chai before he could hit that shot.
Absolutely. Why did you have to remind me about chai? Haven't had it in a long time. Well, request to production, guys. Can you get us a couple of coffees or chais here? $67 for 4. They're lagging behind big time. Blues are seeing blue here. Not good. Yorker, perfect. Pitch, perfect Yorker.
Now that is what you get with Zahoor Khan. That variation, those change of pace. He bowled a couple of slow deliveries and now, bang, right on those toes of the batter. Not really get away. And more importantly, it's a dot ball. 12 deliveries, Faizan. It's all you get in a T10. You've got to get it right from ball one. Cannot afford to have looseness in this format.
Asif has played decently well in this tournament till now. He played a very good knock last time around, which helped his team to victory. This is up in the air. This was a quicker bouncer. It's going. Oh, dropped by Zahoor himself. He just could not reach the ball.
But he's got no one to blame. Brilliant delivery. Again, mixing it up. A bouncer to follow up with the Yorker. He got the batter to make the mistake. Went right up in the air. Followed it himself. He tried to get a one-hander going, and those are never easy.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get out of your run-up, follow-through, and then come back again and take those kind of catches. Becomes very difficult. But what an over this is turning out to be. We are in the death overs here, officially, and he's giving away just 3 runs in the first 5 deliveries and just 2 off the bat, mind you, and one of them drop chances. So, brilliant bowling coming in from experienced Zahoor.
Solid stuff. Just a single. Down towards long off. They might think about a second, but the throw is too good. This is what you get with Zahoor Khan. Bags and bags of experience, using it to his advantage. 8 overs done. It's 69 for 4.
Rohit coming into ball here. Another great bowler and first ball wicket. So things not going great for Blues here. They lost their 5th. Half the team is back to the pavilion.
Well, they've just not looked themselves. They had a dominant batting performance in the first game of the day, but Sharjah's bowlers have proved too hot to handle for the Blues. And a simple catch to Khuzaima as Rohit picks up his first wicket, and Usaid has to walk back, having made not much for his team, and he won't come to their aid. 69 for 5. Rohit has picked up a wicket off his first ball. And that's your standard outside the off-stump Yorker. Perfect delivery to bowl in the 9th over, the penultimate over of the innings. And Ethan D'Souza, the youngster, the talented youngster, comes out to bat so late for Blues.
I was thinking about the same. You taught me a lot of Sinhalese word. I'm going to teach you a Hindi word. I don't understand the auchitya of this particular move. Because, I don't understand. He's a top order batter, a proper batter, number 3, number 4 maximum. You can't bring in Ethan D'Souza as a finisher. That's not played well. This is going to be a run out. Disaster. Rohit enjoying removing the bails, waiting and does it finally.
Well, the question is, who is it that's run out? Because Ethan also took a start. Asif ran all the way like he was going home. But in the end, did they cross? Or did Ethan stand his ground? I think they're just having another look. Attempted the ramp shot, where he did apply the brakes, Ethan there. But he left his crease again. But yeah, they haven't crossed, so it has to be Asif to go out. So things are completely falling apart for the Blues here.
Asif was actually literally pleading for Ethan to actually cross him. They were discussing while Rohit was taking his time removing the bails. Asif is gone. It's trouble times for the Blues. 69 for 6 now. Whistle up in the air. Once again, Samir and I both got excited and it has been dropped. Even Zahoor got excited there, Samir.
Well, Sharjah, they could have easily had a couple more wickets at least if they hadn't dropped those chances. Might come back to bite them. On this occasion, Ethan D'Souza looking to go big. No real choice left with him anyway. But Zahoor Khan is definitely a better fielder than that.
Yeah, he had done the difficult job of getting there. That was more difficult because when you're catching balls that are going away from you, it's always difficult. But still, I sincerely don't agree with the fact that it might come back and bite them in the back. Because it's just 72 on board and just 7 more deliveries to go. Even if they get a blaster of an over here, they can maximum get to somewhere around 95. But against the Sharjah team and their batting lineup, it's not going to be a good total.
Allow me to use some cliche lines, Faizan. Come on. Last ball of the over. Beaten completely. Akif looking to play that typical tail-enders slog sweep.
I actually like cliches. They are cliches for a reason. Because they are true.
Discuss more on that. 1 over left for us to do it. 72 for 6.
Zahoor coming into ball, final over, 6 more deliveries. Nicely played into the gap, straight to the fielder again. It was a full toss, mind you. And Ethan D'Souza could not make merry on that ball.
As Zahoor and Rohit to bowl these last 3 overs, even the best of batters would struggle to get them away. 2 bowlers with reputation, 2 bowlers with a lot of experience in bowling in these type of situations. And what do Blues do from here? They've got 4 wickets left. Unfortunately, they haven't had much in terms of runs. They know it's up to the bowlers. Akif himself will have to play a big role on the ball in hand because they will be defending a very small target here in the context of the format.
At one point, they were going at around 10 runs and over. Breaks have been applied. Oh, missing the leg stump by a whisker. Zahoor cannot believe it. Akif Raja can afford to smile. He's asking for a wide. It cannot be given a wide. Had he been in position to play that, it would have hit his thigh pad.
In fact, it even pitched almost on middle and leg. Just the angle of Zahoor coming around the wicket, taking it further down the leg side. And that's probably why the umpire very smartly says, no, that wasn't a wide. Akif Raja will still plead. But I think the decision is very good.
That was a playable delivery. Not a good choice from Akif Raja.
Akif can only ask what if. Again, nailing those Yorkers is Zahoor Khan. You'll get that 10 out of 10 from him. And only a single is all they get. Blues going at a pace of a tortoise here.
Akif can ask what if, and Zahoor can say as if. So just 3 more deliveries remaining. What a good spell this has been for Zahoor. He hasn't picked up a wicket. There was a drop chance on his bowling. He himself was the culprit there. But apart from that, 9 balls for just 6 runs. And that's priceless.
Yeah, just what you want in this format from your bowlers. This is short. Might be called one for the over. No, in fact, no. It's deemed a normal delivery. Again, mixing it up. Couple of Yorkers now. There you go. That's the late signal from the umpire then. What does it matter? He's got 2 deliveries left. Solid bowling performance this from Sharjah.
Absolutely. The way they've pulled things back since the 6th over is just absolutely amazing. And that is why I always say the basics of the game remain the same. You don't have to do much. You bowl in the right areas. You've created a plan, made a plan before the match. Execute that plan to perfection and things will fall into place.
There's a life lesson in it. Faizan. Nicely bowled. Again, outside off stump Yorker. You won't always be in your comfort zone, but if you're willing to make that adjustment, things will happen for you. 1 ball left as our philosophical stint in the com box is close to coming to an end.
Philosophical, linguistic. Fun as well.
With your sprinkling of some dad jokes as well, which cannot be left out.
He himself is responsible for that. I'm not saying anything on this.
Well, the goal is to entertain and add value to what you're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. So we certainly hope we've done that for you this evening. Of course, the action speaks for itself. Last ball of the over, Zahoor Khan steaming in. And he nails the Yorker once again. Ethan can only push it towards mid-off and they'll only get a single. And for those with OCD, 75 is what Blues will make in their allotted 10 overs. And Sharjah will be coming out to chase that at a very comfortable required run rate.
You seem one of those with that OCD. 10 overs gone, 75 for 6, 76 to win, as Samir pointed out for the EC Blues. He's still talking about that wide. Raja, you need to do the kingly thing and not argue here and walk off. The royal thing. And that is what he's doing now. Oh, still discussing it. Still talking about it. It's not going to give you any extra runs, Akif Raja. He's not happy about it, certainly. One thing he should not be happy about is his batting performance, is his team's batting performance. Let's take a look at how it happened. The batting card for you. Zainullah came out, played a few shots, 10 of 8. Yusuf was playing well, 24 of 11. At that point, things were looking pretty good. But then Ahmed came out and played a few shots. Samal just could not get going. Usaid just could not get going. Asif was run out. Ethan was sent a little too late in the order. And then Akif faced just 3 deliveries. 4 extras. Very disciplined bowling performance coming in from Sharjah in their 10 overs.
A rather brittle middle order there for the Blues. As for the bowling, well, Ayan was expensive. With all his international experience, 1 for 21, you expect better from him. Mohammad Rohit, the left-armer, came back well in his second over, 1 for 17. Irfan, military medium, but very much in control, tried a few things, 1 for 10 in his 2 overs, good economy rate of 5. Khuzaima Tanvir, he's quick, he's got bounce, 2 for 20 in his 2. And Zahoor Khan, as always, economical, just 3.5 runs per over with 6 dot balls. Bowling, especially at the death, he bowled the 8th and the 10th. So that tells you how well Sharjah have bowled. 4 extras only, so that's another tick in the box for the men in black and red, the neighbouring Emirate, and they'll be the ones who will be on top at the halfway stage.
Let's take a look at the highlights. Things started pretty well with that boundary coming in against Ayan up early. Then Rohit came and he was blasted away as well. Gave away quite a few runs in the first over. Couple of boundaries. And then Ayan just was hit to the boundary once again. Once too often, in fact. Then wickets started falling after those boundary stints. Irfan came out. He picked up a wicket as well. There you go. Catching was pretty decent. They dropped a couple of catches, but I think overall, generally, they fielded pretty well, Sharjah. There were not a lot of sixes, but till the time Ahmed was playing, it was looking decent. And then this happened. He lost his wicket as well. Samal came in, just couldn't get going and lost his wicket. There you go. That's Samal's wicket. As easy as they come. Comfortably pouched. And another wicket. So they were falling like a pack of cards at this point of time, and this was after the 6th over. This, mind you, was the run out of Asif, and Rohit had a lot of fun removing those bails. There you go. Asif was given run out, and nothing came after that. So it's just 75 runs that Blues have scored. 76 for Sharjah to get. They look in a comfortable position as of now. We're going to go into a break and be back. Stay tuned for the second innings.
Welcome back to Ajman. This is where we're bringing you live pictures of the fan code Emirates D10 2024, powered by 7 districts here in the beautiful facilities of the 7 district Malek Stadium. Zainullah, Yusuf, both of them got their team Blues off to a good start, but unfortunately the middle order with Samal, Ahmed, Usaid and Asif unable to continue the good work. Eventually they fell apart and lost 6 wickets and only made 75 runs. Emirates Blues. Sharjah were fantastic with their bowling, especially Zahoor Khan at the end gave away just 7 runs, but in the middle they kept picking up wickets and just didn't allow the Blues to flourish with a partnership. Ayan Khan, Rohit, Irfan Muhammad, all 3 of them getting a wicket apiece, and Khuzaima Tanvir in the middle with a pace and bounce of his picked up a couple of wickets, gave away 20 runs. Was expensive, but Sharjah wouldn't mind given the situation that they are in. They just need 76 runs to win. They've got more than good enough batters to try and finish this off in a flurry. We've had 1 game already in the afternoon, in fact 2 games. And therefore, this is going to be game number 3. Sharjah have got some big batters, big names in their lineup. It will be Khalid Shah, the skipper, to come out to bat. Very prolific batter, left-hander. Alongside him, it seems like it will be Furqan Khalil, the wicket-keeper, who's also a well-known stroke maker. These two, one thing's for sure, they won't let the target play on their mind. They will play their natural game. It's there to be hit. They will make sure that they go on to play their shots. Emirates Blues, well, they won the first game of the day. Made 120 odd and defended it with their bowling. They did go for a few, but it'll have to be a better effort than that if they are to defend this very paltry total of 75 runs after having lost 6 wickets. Khalid Shah is a aggressive batter. Likes to play his shots early on. Plays a lot of cricket, a lot of domestic cricket in and around UAE. And Furqan Khalil, of course, bags a lot of experience as well. Plays for one of the top domestic teams in UAE. 76 is the target. It will be Bilal to start things off for Emirates Blues with the new ball in hand. Akif Raja will also come into the picture very soon. Hazrat Bilal, another experienced bowler. He's got an important job to do here. Needs early wickets, need to put pressure early on their top order. That's the only way Blues can defend this total that they've put up. Right then, we're all set. We will just wait for the umpire to call play.
Ready. Play.
Here we go. The chase is on. Hazrat Bilal steaming in. And the first ball, Khalid Shah has cut it away. And cut it away well enough for it to go to the boundary. There will be a replay look at that. It might just have fallen in, but what a good start for Sharjah. Short and wide. Khalid Shah, too good a batter to miss out on that one. Opens his account and opens Sharjah's account with a maximum. What a way to start things off, and what a way to welcome my co-commentator once again into the complex. We had a good fun last 5 overs in the first innings. Here we are once again. Faizan Khan joins me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Samir. Yeah, good start. And I was talking to Khalid on the toss, and I was asking him what about his form, because he hasn't delivered in this tournament. He told me very clearly that he's not very happy with his form, but it's a long tournament, 12 matches in the league to play for every team. So he's looking forward to playing some big hits. And once he gets going, it's very difficult to stop him. And today might just be that day. That's very poor. Down the leg side. It would be easy wides, 3 of them, as he's come back for a second run, because there's no scoreboard pressure. You can play the way you want to, the way you like. So this is a very good situation for a batter like Khalid Shah to come back in form.
Yeah, the key words you used there were no pressure. And generally you find batters, they let the situation get the better of them, especially when they're going through a rough patch. Today, as you said, he can play with a bit of freedom, find his feet, take his time, spend some time out there. But Hazrat Bilal, well, defending 75, you can't be bowling those lines. As I always say, as a fast bowler myself, 12 balls is all you get, and every single one of them has to be on the money. You cannot afford to give away extras.
I actually like Hazrat Bilal quite a lot. He has a very smooth action. He bowls quick, bowls in the right areas. A la Mohammad Shami. He has a similar kind of an action as well. Bowls in similar areas also. And it would be fun to see what he does defending such a small total here.
Yeah, not easy for the bowlers to come in and make an immediate impact. We know in this tournament, the last couple of days, at least from what we've seen, it has been batter friendly. But yeah, bowlers that have used their experience, bowlers that have brought in those variations, they have thrived despite the situation, despite the format.
In the last match itself, we had the player of the match who was a bowler. Azharuddin Qureshi picked up 3 wickets. Look at that. That's a beautiful pickup shot. Brute force. It's touched the moon and it's come back.
Hazrat Bilal, well, he's full and straight onto the pads of Khalid Shah. That is a crime against him. How well has he timed that? And it's hit the middle of the bat. It did hit the moon and it's also fallen in the desert of Ajman. Forget about bringing that ball back. Maximum, and what a start this is for Sharjah. 15 runs off the first 3.
It's not just an expensive over for the Blues. It is a very expensive over for the tournament as well. They'll have to get new balls now.
Well, they've had to spend quite a bit for balls, that's for sure. Some of the batters here, very destructive. When they hit them, they certainly stay hit.
When the first time I heard you on commentary, it was very difficult to point out where you belong to. Then you said, sure.
I'll tell you what,
And I knew.
a big part of my day goes in explaining to people why, or rather proving to them that I'm Sri Lankan. Nice comeback. Typical fast bowler's response.
Well, you don't have to convince them once you say, sure. You surely are Sri Lankan when you say that.
You got to have some authenticity, don't you? Yeah,
You have a lot of it, bro.
yeah, with all the Urdu that you speak over here, people do find it hard to believe. Really, you're Sri Lankan?
Yeah, absolutely. I need to point that out as well, because his Urdu/Hindi is very, very good. So kudos on that. I hope my Sinhalese was even 1% close to what your Hindi/Urdu is.
Shukriya. This is high, very, very high. Don't think he's gone too far. The fielder's getting under it. Will be a tough chance. Oh, and what a brilliant take. In fact, no, I think he's dropped it. Harsh Desai was the one getting under it. For a moment, I thought he had it in his hands, but it went straight through his hands.
Difficult chance. Very difficult chance. This time, it was a little shorter than that previous delivery that he hit in the same region for a 6. It went too high. I think through his hands. Could not close his hands just at the right time. Good effort coming in from young Harsh Desai. But Khalid Shah has decided that he's going to make merry and he's going to finish this game as soon as possible.
Well, those half chances need to go your way. And I said half chance because even the best of fielders would have struggled to get to that. Running backwards, balls constantly going away from you. Never easy to take those.
And it's also curving in the air when it goes so high. Last ball of the over, very expensive over from Hazrat Bilal. And this is a full toss that has been drilled once again. Flicked away for another 4.
Emirates Blues, well, their Blues continue. Expensive first over here. The last ball of the first over gifted a full toss onto the pads. Khalid Shah, once again, very strong on his leg side, is not going to miss out on that. 21 off the first over. Sharjah are well on their way to get to that 76 quite comfortably.
So 21 coming off that first over. I think Khalid Shah has promised the moon some white balls. He's hitting them up in the sky big time. Was a little lucky that there was no fielder there when he hit that shot. Harsh Desai trying his best in the first over to get him out. But now it's Furqan Khalil's turn.
Akif Raja to bowl the second over. He'll share the new ball with Hazrat Bilal. And he too starts down the leg side. This is unfortunate because Emirates Blues cannot afford this. They need to bowl well, they need to take their chances, and they need to be in the field. Something tells me from their body language they just look disconnected.
And if you've followed the first innings, Akif Raja was asking for a wide, which was not given, and he was arguing about it. So Akif, this is how you bowl a wide.
Well, he was pleading even after the end of the innings. He was asking and asking. shot pulled away. Furqan Khalil looking to go big. Not convincingly played. Will get a single.
I think these are not good positions as well for the fielders. Because if you're going to bowl short, then you have to have the deep mid wicket on the boundary. There was already a square leg that was there on the boundary, but you need to have a deep mid wicket as well. Had there been a fielder there, would have been easy pickings for Akif Raja.
Well, this is what happens, Faizan, when you're defending a low score as a bowler. You're constantly thinking wickets, and because you're in the power play as well, your options are very limited. And what happens more often than not, that because you're so desperate for wickets, you're trying to bowl all kinds of things, and you end up giving way too many. That's why you see low totals are generally chased down very quickly, and this is one of the reasons.
I agree. Down the leg side, I think he got some bat onto that. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. He's coming back. Good running between the wickets from Khalid Shah. Aggressive cricket here.
The Emirates Blues need to come alive, that's for sure. Caught napping on the field once again. That one, I think, may have touched his thigh pad or something. In fact, no. There was a bit of bat onto it, is what Faizan is confirming with me here. And good running between the wickets. Good bit of urgency. Despite the low total, they are showing a sense of urgency, which is always good to see from a batter's perspective.
Yeah, this is a round-robin phase. There are no qualifiers. So top 4 teams will go and play semis, where the run rate will come into play as well. Akif Raja coming around the wicket. Oh, Khalid Shah just trying to swat it away, closing his eyes a little too early.
Khalid is looking to play his shots, and Akif, on the other hand, is looking to be aggressive. So good little tussle here between the two. They've both obviously represented UAE, Akif Raja and Khalid Shah. So they played at the highest level. They do know what's required.
So yeah, it would be very interesting to see who can outfox whom.
A few inside jokes running in here. I'll just try and keep a lid on that. 25 for none, but a good start for Sharjah. Just exactly what they wanted. You don't want to lose wickets early and then put pressure on that middle order. Things can go haywire very soon in this format. Things are going haywire for the Blues.
Another short delivery. This time he's got hold of it. And I think it's going to go beyond the ropes. Well, spilled over beyond the ropes. It's going to be 6 to Khalid's name.
He expected the short one. Akif Raja has been teasing him with that short one. So Khalid was ready for it this time. Stayed on the back foot, pulled it away, almost swatted it away like you said. The fielder did get to it, but almost helped it along its way, pushed it into the boundary. And that'll be a maximum off the bat of Khalid Shah again. 26 of 9. What a start this is. He's putting a lid on his rough patch of form, is Khalid.
Yeah, this is the kind of game that can bring good players back in form. No pressure whatsoever. Just playing his shots very freely because he knows even if he loses his wicket, there's not much trouble that his team can get into. This was in the air as well and falling in no man's land again.
You heard of the no man joke, haven't you?
Something tells me you're going to tell me right now.
So there is a conspiracy in cricket that there's one person who owns a piece of land in every ground in the world, and his name is No Man.
I'm glad there's no single player named No Man in this tournament.
Yeah, so it's a question being
that's
asked.
a legit name, by the way.
Yeah, no man, of course.
No man.
That's why the joke, Faizan. Come on. Last ball of the over.
This is pulled uppishly and it will go the distance as well. So another expensive over comes to an end. 17 of it. They're up and running. 2 overs, 38 runs without loss, Sharjah.
Shot again from Akif. Furqan this time. He too was expecting it. He pulled and pulled hard. Took the top edge. Went all the way for a 6. He gets his first boundary. 38 for none after 2. We just saw the umpire signaling the floating power play. So Sharjah do want to continue the aggression that they've shown in the first 2 overs. And the way it's going, things should be over very quickly here. Ramzan has come early this year.
Now, finally, a good joke. Pulled away. This is going towards square leg. It'll beat the fielder. So 4 to start the over with. Well, before this over, they had got half the runs, 50% of the runs in just 20% of the overs. And now it's getting even better.
Yeah, Khalid Shah once again rocking onto the back foot. He's been more than happy to pull from where he is rather than getting ahead too soon. He's not the kind of batter who uses his feet too much. But one thing's for sure, when he hits them, they stay really, really hit. Another typical Khalid Shah shot to get a boundary off the first ball of Ramzan's over.
And dancing down this time around, hasn't got hold of it really. But it is in the gap. It'll trickle over the fence for back-to-back boundaries here.
Well, someone's in a hurry to go home, that's for sure. Khalid Shah is one of them.
Samir is the other one. This is played well. He knew there was never a fielder there, so even if he miscues it, it's going to go to the boundary. Khalid Shah right now is like a truck without brakes. There's no stopping him.
35 off 12, brilliant strike rate. There's 30 required of just 46 off 46 balls, so too easy for Sharjah. They're absolutely dominating over here against the Emirates Blues. Oh, what a nice shot is that. Cheeky as you like. Call it smart, call it cheeky. But fantastic execution from Khalid Shah. This is top quality entertainment.
Everyone sitting in the ground is looking at the big screen right now because this is exemplary. This is something else. That's possibly the shot of the tournament. Well done, Khalid Shah. 50 up with that 4.
Now, once again, it was his sensible thinking. Because he came down the track and converted the previous delivery into a full one, he knew Ramzan's going to pull the length back, stayed on his back foot and did it very nicely to go over third man.
I'll tell you another Hindi word for that. Khalid Shah has hit a shahkar.
I don't know what car that is. I've got a Toyota. This has been swatted towards the offside and this might go all the way as well. Yes, it does. Into the grass banks. Khalid Shah is in a hurry. 56 runs on the board. 20 runs away from victory. Things are going very, very fast here for Sharjah.
Well, they use the word carnage. This is true carnage that we've seen. That's just amazing how easy this is looking for Khalid Shah. 45 of just 14. Just 20 more runs to get a 44 deliveries. This is more than commanding.
Well, start typing his name on that player of the match trophy, because this is certainly one of those performances. Khalid Shah resting any doubts that Sharjah may have had going down to chase this 76. They've made it all too easy. And the skipper is leading from the front. Slower delivery, once again cut away. And once again, oh no, not once again. In fact, this time it has gone to the fielder. Because of the lack of pace, he hasn't been able to go all the way. And Ethan D'Souza, the youngster, will take the catch. Finally, a wicket has been taken.
Yeah, no celebrations. You know why? Because he's taking the game away from the opposition in just 2.4 overs. Well, Khalid Shah walks back, so does Samir. There's going to be a change in the comm box. It's going to be Odi joining me after this. 45 runs of just 15 balls. That's a strike rate of 300. 4 sixes, 4 fours. Well done, Khalid Shah. 56 for 1 after 2.5. So Ramzan has picked up a wicket. He has taken some stick as well. Given away 18 runs, picking up a wicket of Khalid Shah, who was just I don't know. I don't even have the words of how he was. Make that 24 from the over and a wicket. It's 62 for 1 after 3. What a shot. First up from Nurullah. Let's take a look at that again. It was into the slot. He waited for it, played it straight. Good follow through. Everything perfect about their shot. Sharjah in a hurry. I think they have dinner plans. 3 overs, 62 for 1. So 14 of 42 required. 3 overs, 62 for 1. Change in the com box because I have more duties given to me by my team leader. So I'm going to go down for the presentation as he takes over. It's going to be Rashid Mohammed along with, I don't know why he's called, but Odi.
Once again, a tremendous strike that's in the air, and even that is gone out of the park. Well, this is tremendous striking by Team Sharjah. There's no stopping. We've seen a flurry of maximums. Have a look at that shot right in his area, and he's absolutely timed that to perfection. This is brilliant counter-attack by Team Sharjah.
Well, that was great hit. First delivery, and his deposited that for a maximum. 68 for 1. Another one down the ground. I don't think he's got a hang of that. Oh, he has. That's gone for another maximum. What a shot from Furqan Khalil.
Well, as flat as it gets, this is a brilliant hit. Harsh, straight away, under a lot of pump. Have a look at that. Lovely bat speed. And that has just gone for a maximum. For a while, I thought that the fielder was in play.
Absolutely. It wasn't from the middle of the bat, but the power. He goes for another one. Make it 3 in 3. And that'll be the end of the game. What a finish to a brilliant game this from Team Sharjah. In just 3.3 overs, they have chased down the 76 runs. Absolute bludgeoning here.
Well, I'm completely blown away from the innings of Team Sharjah. It was Khalid Shah, and now finishing off with the game with that glory maximum. Good effort in the deep. But what an effort by Team Sharjah. They've chased this down in 3.3 overs.
This has been a fantastic knock. Right from the start, Khalid Shah, the captain, leading from the front. And then Furqan Khalil, Nurullah Ayubi with just one delivery and hit it for a maximum. So it's been a day where there have been a lot of sixes in this game for Team Sharjah. Emirates Blues have been blown away with this game. They'll have to really go back to the drawing board and rethink their strategies. There you go, Khalid Shah on your screens. He was the man who started the innings. What a knock he's played. Absolutely wonderful. First delivery itself was deposited and then there was no stopping him. Excellent, excellent game this. Clinical performance by Team Sharjah. They've blown away Team Emirates Blues. It'll be handshakes all around. This will really help them with their net run rate, always.
Well, certainly. They've chased this down in 3.3 overs. And how often do you see that? Well, Team Emirates Blues, they'll have to go back and just plan and strategize for those next upcoming games. Well, Sharjah, Khalid Shah is leading from the front. And have a look at that. Calm and composed. This is some brilliant performance by Team Sharjah.
Yeah, this has been a phenomenal run chase. They've chased this down in 3.3 overs and 18 minutes. That's the time it took them to chase down those 80 runs. Win the game by 9 wickets. What a convincing victory this has been. They'll be happy going back home early today.
This has been incredible stuff. We have seen a festival of sixes today. What an entertaining knock here by Khalid Shah. This has been a sublime performance. Handshakes all around.
Yeah, it has been a brilliant performance. That's the batting card. 45, just 15 deliveries for Khalid Shah. He's the man who started those flurry of sixes. And then Furqan Khalil, 25 of just 5 deliveries. Nurullah Ayubi, 6 of 1 deliveries, only 4 extras, but they didn't need much help from the Emirates Blues because they were playing some excellent cricket in the shortest format. The fan code Emirates D10 2024, powered by 7 districts. This is where it all happened.
Well, that's how the bowling card has panned out. Just the 4 bowlers used. And Hassan Bilal, their premium bowler, has been taken to cleaners. 21 runs in that 1 over. Akif Raja, once again, has been on the expensive end. And have a look at that 1 over, 24 runs. He was absolutely taken to the cleaners. Harsh Desai, well, I feel sorry for him. He's a very good bowler, but just couldn't get going today. 3 deliveries and gone for 18 runs. Just the 4 extras given.
Yeah, look at that. 21 runs and a couple of dot balls as well for Hazrat Bilal. So he's conceded 21 in just 4 deliveries. Let's have a look at the highlights of how this 18 minutes panned out. First delivery was hit for a maximum. And then Khalid Shah, there was no stopping him. Wide delivery down the leg side. Hazrat Bilal, well, he was really not in his mojo today. A bad day for him in the office. Something that he need to forget straight away. There have been a lot of runs and boundaries in those short 18 minutes, chasing down the 76 runs. What a phenomenal performance this has been from Team Sharjah. We know that it's a batting paradise, but to chase them down in just 3.3, that definitely takes a lot of doing. This was one of the best shots of the day. Khalid Shah flicking one down towards square leg and getting a maximum. He was just not bludgeoning them. He was playing a lot of smart cricket as well. This was bludgeon for sure. It was hit like a golf ball swing for Khan Khalil. Also into the action. He just took 5 deliveries for his 25 runs. Some very strong shots from Khalid Shah. This is what I enjoyed in his batting. He made sure that he cleared the infield and always made sure that he hit it over the fielders, using the field to his advantage as well. Those were 2 shots that he played really well. This was a maximum of Mohammad Rizwan. And then a wicket. Khalid Shah, the lone man, to make his way back into the pavilion, but he had done his job by then. Nurul Ayubi, first ball he faced, he hit it for a maximum as if nothing had happened. And then back to back sixes for Khan Khalil, 3 of them to finish the innings. That was the penultimate one, and this is the last shot that sealed the game for Sharjah. Excellent hitting. Well, that's the match summary then of match number 11. Emirates Blues getting to 75 for 6 in their 10 overs. Excellent bowling for Zahmat Tanveer. 2 wickets for 20 runs, a wicket apiece for Irfan and Rohit. Yusuf Khan 24 of 11. Samal Udawate 14 of 14 deliveries. Ahmed Tariq 12 of 6. And while chasing it down in just 3.3 overs, the main culprits, it was Khalid Shah, the destructors, I would say. 45, just 15 deliveries. 25 unbeaten for Khan Khalil of 5 deliveries. Nurul Ayubi with 6 runs of 1 delivery. The only successful bowler was Mohammad Ramzan. And Sharjah winning the game by 9 wickets. This has been an excellent performance by Sharjah, winning the game by 9 wickets. Well, we'll dive into a short break, and when we come back, it's going to be the post-match presentation with Faizan Khan.
Welcome to the post-match presentation. What a game Sharjah had. First with the ball and then with the bat. This has to be, I don't know the records, but this has to be the quickest chase ever in a D10 game. They reached to 80 runs in just 3.1 overs. In fact, 3.3 overs, just 21 deliveries to get there. What a match. And this is the player of the match ceremony. And for that, we have two very handsome men in black here. So I have Mr. Iftikhar Ali alongside me, who's the match referee. And he's going to give it out to another man in black who actually showed a lot of red to the Blues. It's Khalid Shah, the player of the match, for his fantastic 45 of just 15 deliveries. Took the game away right from the word go. From the very first ball that he faced, he hit it to the boundary. 4 fours, 4 sixes in that knock. Khalid, you need to keep meeting me and I need to keep asking you how's your form, because once I ask you that, you come back in form very, very quickly.
It shows it's clear, pretty much clear that you're a lucky charm for me. So please be available all the games.
That's really sweet of you. But I think it had to do something with the scoreboard pressure as well, because you had no pressure whatsoever going in and playing your shots.
Looking at the field, looking at 11, I was pretty much confident enough that we can chase this target within 10 overs. But the thing was, looking at keeping net run rate in our mind, I wanted to finish it as soon as possible. And apart from me, obviously, the guys who had followed after me has done a brilliant job. Furkan Khalid, 3 back-to-back sixes. Nurullah, Yubi, first match and first ball 6, first D series. So this shows the intention of the guys. This shows how confident they are, and this shows how confident Sharjah is.
This shows your leadership as well. You've been doing pretty well, because the kind of bowling changes you brought about in the first innings worked for you. Till the 6th over, I think things were looking decent for Blues. But the way you pulled them back in the last 4 overs was something else.
Well, keeping in mind, I have the best bowler in UAE. That's Zahoor Khan. Looking at him, I was pretty much confident of that last 2 hours, hardly he'll hit any runs. So keeping these things in mind, it gives me it releases a lot of pressure from me as a skipper as well, and gives me extra opportunities to try new bowlers, to try other players as well.
Well, I don't know the records, but I think I have never seen a D10 game finish in the second innings more quickly than 21 balls.
Well, I'm happy for that. I'm happy. Let it be a record for Sharjah then.
Great talking to you, Khalid, and good to see you back in form as well. Wish you all the very best for the remainder of the tournament.
Thank you, Faizan. Thank you very much.
Well, that was Khalid Shah, the player of the match, and what a performance coming in from Sharjah tonight. They completely bamboozled the opposition. Don't go away. We have another match coming up next in just a few minutes. Stay